About a month ago, CoinGecko Research released this research report talking about how over 50% of cryptocurrencies have failed. There is a lot of data in this, and I actually compiled it to the need to know information, plus the things that you can apply to this bull market right now and in the future. There's a lot of good stuff that I'm going to be sharing with you in today's video. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So really, we need to talk about this idea of crypto failures. Now, there are two predominant eras in which there were these, for lack of a better term, scams that wrecked a lot of people. And these two eras are basically from 2017 to 2020 or 21-ish, and then 2021 to 2024, 2025. And there's going to be other ones. There's going to be more things that pop up in the market. But let's go ahead and start with the first era, and that is about ICOs. Now, before all of you are like, wait, what? Especially a lot of you that are new, I'm just trying to give you a history lesson because everything I'm sharing with you right now is totally applicable to the meme coin craze we saw recently, okay? ICOs stand for initial coin offerings, very similar to an IPO, an initial public offering, where accredited investors would be able to get in early on stocks like Tesla, Apple, whatever it is, right? So the ability to have deep pockets gives you the green card to get in early at a really low price on stocks. So cryptocurrency, when it was starting to become really popular and it was rallying really hard in 2017, they flipped the script. They decided to do this thing called initial coin offerings, allowing any investor, you don't have to be a certain net worth individual, anyone could buy in early to a coin, token, or project. And many projects purported and reported that they could do X, Y, and Z, but unfortunately, many of them just failed miserably. Most of them actually just disappeared. Either the chain failed, either the project completely disappeared, the founders left, the project was rugged, like it was bad. There were a lot of people that made a lot of money first in 2017 with the rise of ICOs because it was a wider bull market. But then in 2018, after the market topped for BTC and then everyone piled in, then guess what happened? During 2018, especially the first half of 2018, there were still ICOs being offered, many of which were scams. Unfortunately, many of which were vaporware. You didn't have anything to show for it. You just have these coins with 3 letters or 4 letters. That's it. So the problem, the cautionary tale here is recognizing a narrative or a theme that the whole market latches onto, and it helps and it pays to be early. But this isn't necessarily a deep research type of video. I'm not saying to be on the lookout for the next thing that's going to happen because inevitably we're all going to be late as early as we want to be. I'm going to give you a lot of peace of mind as we continue through this video, but you need to understand these points that are right here in this slide. I'm not going to read it, but I want you to pay attention to the things that are written there because a lot of this will apply to this next era, which is the meme coin craze or the token overload craze. Now, you can't see the text that's right here, unfortunately, but let me just go ahead and talk about this. From 2021 to 2025, 7 million cryptocurrencies launched during that period up until now. That's an average about 4,516 coins or tokens launched per day. I didn't get into the numbers of per hour, per minute, but that's nuts. What is happening? Why is this happening? And this next number down here, 3.7 million have failed. Over half of these projects have failed. And in Q1 alone for 2025, 1.8 million projects failed. Nearly half of all failures in this era. What happened? Well, it was the meme coin craze. People were making new coins up on Pump Fund, on Solana, or wherever they wanted to do it, even on BNB, other chains, and they were just making as many as they could. The market was buying whatever seemed cool or hot or great or funny at the moment, pumping up the price, and then crashed, absolutely crashed, bombed, burned. Some of them survived, but many of those meme coins have failed to the point where many of them were launched and failed within hours. Rugging countless individuals, and unfortunately driving a really, really strong wedge between crypto and everyone else. Everyone else on the outside is looking at crypto like you guys are a zoo, and everyone in crypto is like, yeah, you're right, we are a zoo. Now, the big picture about all of this, which is really important, is the unfortunate truth is that most crypto projects don't survive beyond the first few months. Not saying everything, but looking at that huge list, I doubt that a lot of you even recognize most of those tokens on that. And this is an older graphic, but it's there on purpose because there was a time when these coins were the hot tickets. These ones were the most sought after coins. Everyone is so excited about these coins, we'll assume. But the reality is that most of those, you don't even recognize those logos. Most of those, it's like, what is that stuff? That's normal in crypto. It moves extremely fast. The other problem about this epidemic, in my opinion, is that low effort copy pasta or meme coins have extremely high failure rates. Be careful when chasing or investing in coins that seem really similar to an already successful coin. There's a good chance that it's a replica, it's a copy paste, it's basically just trying to go on the coattails of something that's really successful and it fails. This has happened. It's happened to me looking at other coins, especially in the meme coin era. I got some really good trades, made some really good money on some. I lost trades and I lost money on some. This is just how it goes. And the reality is that only a small percentage of projects demonstrate long-term viability. And what I mean by that is actually better illustrated by historical top 10 markets. Now, CoinMarketCap has this tool where you can actually look at previous weeks and going all the way back to, I think, 2013, and you can see what the top 10 tokens were. Now, I didn't bother going beyond 2017 because there's basically it loses a lot of you that are relatively new, but you'll see coins that are quite familiar here. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, XRP, Litecoin, Cardano. Like these are all coins that are still in existence. Pay attention to the prices too. Again, 2017 December. But then we have IOTA, NEM, Dash, Monero XMR. That one's been in the news recently and in my charts. But these are some pretty old tokens, in my opinion. And note that this is basically right before altcoins went absolutely crazy in late December 2017, especially in January 2018. But the price of Bitcoin at that time, December, was just under 14,000. It's about to hit its all-time high. And we saw all these numbers go absolutely crazy. Now, let's look at another snapshot here. January 2021 is the start of alt season, in my opinion, where we saw alt start to rocket and rapidly shoot up. And what happens over time is that we get new up-and-comers. We can see Polkadot here. We can see Chainlink here. Now, Tether is listed here as the third largest cryptocurrency because of its market cap, and it continues to grow. I don't agree that it should be there, but note that we've seen Bitcoin Cash kind of fall, Cardano a little bit. Binance Coin is up here at $41. Let's fast forward to November when we had the all-time high. Now we're seeing some other coins up here, like Binance Coin is number 3, Solana's here, Cardano, XRP, Polkadot, Dogecoin, USDC, and then zipping ahead to March, a more local high, but not exactly super duper close to our current date. But this is still valid because March 2024 was the hype and the height of meme coin euphoria. We have Dogecoin up here. We have Toncoin. These two aren't necessarily meme coins, but Solana was way up there. BNB was way up there because these chains were used for launching all of these meme coins. I want you to take note that I haven't pointed out the fact that Bitcoin has increased in price significantly over these slides. From about $14,000, now it says here $65,000-ish. As of the filming of this video right now, Bitcoin is around $108,000. Now, yes, you could argue, well, Ethereum has had a pretty amazing run as well, where it actually used to be way less than $700. It used to be basically nothing. Same thing as Bitcoin. Same thing as Bitcoin Cash, XRP. You could say the same thing for everything. But what's interesting is that as time goes on, you can see prices and locations of these top 10 change a lot. But Bitcoin remains number 1. I am not a Bitcoin maxi, but this alone, taking these quick little snapshots of market highs or like range highs for the market and euphoria and ecstatic investors piling into the market, buying up whatever narrative's going on, it leaves us with all this information knowing that over 50% of these coins die. So what do we do now? Well, that's a great question. And my guess is that a lot of you are doing this, unfortunately, doing way too much of this. When I started really trying to investigate lots of coins to buy, uh, I would say like November 2020, I spent so much time researching, so much time painstakingly trying to find these basically garbage, like dumpster diving kind of coins, trying to find out the best possible coin to find the gem in this one gem that's going to blow up my portfolio. The unfortunate truth is that if I just bought the top 10 coins at the time and held them for about 6 to 9 months, I would have done so much better. We spend a lot of time trying to skim the sands to find the best possible coin we can. But if we understand and remember that over 50% of these coins die, and even thinking about Q1 of 2025, 1.8 million projects have failed. It's a stretch to call meme coins projects, let's be honest, but so many of these are just flash in the pan, here today, gone tomorrow. Actually, here today, gone in an hour, gone in 5 minutes. So we need to be really careful trying to find the next gem. So what do we do with this information? Honestly, I think this is where a lot of us need to focus. This image is probably one of my favorite images of all time. It's basically an IQ spectrum, and it's showing on this side a not so smart individual, and then apparently a Jedi, I don't know, some really intelligent person. And then in the middle, we have the normies, I guess we could say. And we don't really want to mid-curve something, as in we don't want to overthink things. And the truth is that many people that are very successful in crypto, unfortunately, are on this side, sometimes this side, but a lot of people just get dumb lucky on this side. But the important part to keep in mind in regards to knowing that so many coins fail is that we need to be relaxed to a degree and not freak out and panic and try to find the next Dogecoin, the next Bitcoin, the next Solana, like we can relax a little bit. Knowing that the top 10 tokens have done relatively well, knowing that there's a cyclical nature to the cryptocurrency market, like I've talked about in other videos, we can actually rest easy, to be honest. Crypto is hard, but it's not that hard. You can make it really hard and spend lots of time analyzing data that's on chain and trying to find the next best and brightest and shiniest new coin. Or you could just play it cool. You could hold Bitcoin and you can enjoy the ride. And once Bitcoin dominance starts to fall, then you can just kind of look at whatever's doing well and jump on that train, and you'll probably do real fine. It's the people in the middle that often struggle the most in crypto. The people in the middle that try to hyper intellectualize everything that's happening. When in reality, price goes up, cool, I make money. That's this side, that's this side. But why is the price going up? What about the fundamentals? Is there news right now? No, price is going up. You don't have to make things more difficult than they already are in crypto. Understand that the market has an extremely cyclical nature. Now, I want to help you out here because Coin Bureau's website has a bunch of deals that give you the information, the tools that you need. Now, I will say that the Coin Bureau Club is a ridiculous resource for deep and rich information when it comes to finding those gems, those deep dives. Both Guy and Nick, and as well as Dan, are posting on there all the time. So you can find some great ideas on coins to check out, plus news and updates about the majors. But understand that more information isn't always better. It's good to take in information. It's good to take note of, okay, this is happening and this is happening. But don't feel this obligation to be early or to be first. Just figure out what's the trend. How do I jump on the trend? Stay in the trend as long as possible. It's easier said than done, honestly. But when you are trend trading like I am, you're going to feel like this, but in reality, most of the time, you just look like this. You're just following the money, and it works out so much better, in my opinion. Now, if you want more education, more tips, you want one-on-one coaching, we actually have a discount here for you, 10% off our course, 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom at thebettertraders.com, which is my company. So this is a great great course that will help you understand how to navigate crypto markets efficiently, effectively, and basically move you from here to here because you're going to be a better trader. The important thing to remember is that many coins will die. So it's really important, and even more so important, to learn how to build a portfolio, especially a successful one. And I posted a video a little bit ago interviewing Guy, Dan, and Nick, and getting their input and their ideas on how they build a crypto portfolio. I would love for you to watch that video next. And until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.